It's your boy Mullah. This week got that fight. We back with another one. My Clippers pulled it off. Told you, Skip. I told you. Let's go.
Welcome to Sports Center from our nation's capital. I'm Scott Van Pelt. An astounding second half. The Clippers come back from down 25 and make their first conference finals in the history of the franchise. Don't know if all those jokes and all those memes are put to bed tonight, but a whole lot of them had to have died with the comeback and the fight we just saw from that Clipper team against the one seed. A whole lot to get
without
to.
no Kawhi. Won 2 games, took them to the finals, the conference
including
Western
playoff games. The Utah Jazz were 94-1 under Quinn Snyder, when leading by 25 points at any point in the game.
25 points.
It's now 94-2, following what happened in that remarkable, furious fight in the second half from the Clips. Clippers got back into this mostly due to a barrage from behind the arc, an avalanche as they cashed 14 threes in the second half, a franchise record for threes in any half in a playoff game. And it was Mann, and it was Beverly, and it was Jackson, and it was Batum. It was everyone on the floor. 5 of those triples came from Terrence Mann, the Florida State youngster who dropped 39 in just his second career playoff start. Comes after he had 25 points total in the first 5 games.
25. That's 5 points
Jeff
a game,
Van Gundy, who's sitting there and watching this, I'm sure amazed as we all were. And Jeff, down 25 in the second half, just the tenor of this game, the way it's going, no one could have imagined what would have ensued. How do you best describe how it all went wrong for one team and right for the other?
Well, the volatility of the three-point shot, both when it is going for you, which had happened for the Clippers in the second half, and against you for Utah. I mean, that's the type of game. The leads don't mean quite as much as they once did, and I just was amazed that Terrence Mann over and over again, they found him, they put him in the right spots. He was in the corners. He wasn't trying to make the above-the-break three. He got layups. He got corner threes. He stuck with it. And Reggie Jackson was absolutely huge, getting timely buckets against the shot blocking of Rudy Gobert.
Without Kawhi, and we don't know officially, but we presume that it's an injury that could prevent him from playing perhaps for any more playoff games this year. Off what we just saw, what will this Clipper team allow itself to believe is possible now, Jeff?
Well, I would think they would expect to win. And for Phoenix, you don't know what Chris Paul's situation is. So that would be a huge blow for Phoenix. So unfortunately, a lot of these playoffs have been marred by injury and protocols. But I think the Clippers are going to go in there with great confidence. And unlike what they did against Utah, where they had a chance to win that first game on the road, they didn't quite get it done. They've got to have the right mindset to bounce back and be ready for an early start of game 1 on Sunday.
So for the Clippers, it's history, the first time ever to a conference final. They're also the first team, Jeff, ever to dig out of 2 consecutive 2-0 holes. They did against Dallas and now here against Utah. And there's a lot to celebrate on the Clipper side. If you put yourself in that Utah locker room right now, off of what just happened, how do you process what just evaporated?
It's obviously a blown opportunity to take it home for a Game 7. And obviously what I think the Clippers did the very best was they took Utah's greatest strength defensively in Rudy Gobert, and he made it into a minus, a negative on that end of the floor by spreading them out, driving, drawing him, and then finding Terrence Mann, Patrick Beverly, those guys, Nick Batum a couple of times, for wide open practice shot threes. I thought they did just a magnificent job in exposing Gobert's lack of ability to close to the three-point line.
Too slow, man.
Look, we could be working, for a living. I feel like we're stealing money doing what we get to do every night, but you never know, Jeff, when you're going to turn
up. Not me, Scott. Not me. I'm not stealing. What are these 2 clowns?
He's stealing, Scott.
I'm just saying tonight you could have paid for a ticket and it would have made sense. You know what I mean?
Well, I wouldn't pay for a ticket because I'm cheap, but I'm glad I got to witness this game, because to see the ebb and flow of this game, the high level of skill, it was just really fun to watch. And I need my guy next to me to towel me off because I'm getting a little hot from the lights right now.
Do you ever stop working? And Mark, if ever there was a night for Mama, there goes that man. This was it. So I mean, it was tailor made for you.
Went to a first quarter.
First quarter, I went right to it. Go to it and go to it often. Gentlemen, appreciate your time. Meanwhile, we got a Hall of Famer, and he's getting squeezed out. You guys enjoy your night, and we appreciate the time.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Scott.
Number Mitchell, man.
All right. Well, it was surreal to watch this thing unfold. We're here scripting out a Jazz win.
Defensive
Game 7. Look ahead. The highlights of this Clipper comeback.
Donovan Mitchell,
Jazz, the 1 seed in the West, now down 3 games to 2. No Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers. It's
they didn't have Kawhi.
It is the real playoff
I was up 25.
What are you seeing from him and what he's
done
in his
it's
last
gonna
3
be a
wins?
nightmare. Sorry,
spectacular.
Spider.
Over the last 3 games, he scored 31, 31, and 37 respectively. Last night was an incredible performance on his part, considering the fact that he was absent. Kawhi Leonard and the pressure of the world mounting on him and the organization is a franchise that has never been to the conference finals. Nobody believed they would win a Game 7 in Utah, pretty much. Not if Donovan Mitchell is healthy. That made Game 5 significantly more pivotal because that way, if you win Game 6, the series is over, and that's at the Staples Center tomorrow night, where I will be, by the way. In the end, what it comes down to is that Paul George reminded you of the kind of things he was doing in Indiana. He was taking the ball to the basket. He was using his strength, his size to take advantage of smaller individuals, even some of the bigger dudes. He was using his quickness and his speed to get to the rack and to do damage there. He wasn't settling for anything. He wasn't playing soft. He was going for it. And so the guy that they call Pandemic P turned into Playoff P and really reminded us of what the hell he's capable of. And as a result, not only can you now not imagine the Los Angeles Clippers losing this series, because you can expect them to win tomorrow night based on what we saw last night, but not only that, then you got the Western Conference.
Well, Playoff P took them to the Western Conference Finals without Kawhi. 2 games, back-to-back. They won 4 straight against Utah to send them on packing. They ain't even go to Game 7. Good job, Clippers. Good job. See you Sunday in the Western Conference Finals. First time y'all ever been there. Win the first game. That'll make me more proud, y'all. Good job. So it's your boy Mullah. This week at that 5. And I'm out of here.